Credit card debt is ruining American lives. Don't let it ruin yours. Credit card debt has reached crisis levels, and most people have no idea how bad it is. On today's video, I'm going to expose every single state that is drowning in debt, but I'm also going to give you the exact strategy to escape the bank's trap. Make sure that you watch this till the end. You don't want to miss a minute of this video. But before we jump into this video, make sure that you smash that like and subscribe button so this video gets out to more people so everyone can stay informed about this massive growing story. Now, for the first time in a long time, I went to Walmart. I don't normally shop there, but I had to actually pick up some batteries because I bought my daughter this little toy with this little mouse or something in it, and it required batteries. So I was like, yo, let's go to Walmart real quick. And so we went to grab the batteries, and I'm like, man, batteries are so expensive. But besides that, I went to checkout and I saw something very interesting at the Walmart checkout. I was at the self-checkout and I thought to myself, man, like this whole checkout process has become way more complicated. It's not just an option to pick either cash or card. Now they're giving you options to put yourself in deeper debt just with your everyday shopping. But it wasn't just batteries. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I had to get light bulbs and a car cover, which is kind of crazy that I could actually get all those things at the same store. But take a look at this. Let's put it up on the screen right here. I took a picture of this transaction so you guys can see it. So as you can see at the top, it says swipe, scan, insert card or cash. And then it says scan affirm barcode, partial card payments. It offers you a credit card, and then it has use Walmart Pay, which is like a whole other process. It's really wild how they have figured out a way to continuously offer you credit to keep you even farther in debt. This is a massive growing problem. No matter where you go, everyone wants to offer you a way to buy it now, but pay it later. Now, some of them will offer you 0% interest if you could pay it off in 24 months, but if you can't pay it off in 24 months or 12 months or 6 months, then the interest rate skyrockets. That's what they want. They want to get you trapped in that. And what happens is a lot of consumers get so many of these because it becomes very easy to do. They don't just offer you one. A friend was asking me, well, how many of these can you get? Well, really, I mean, the sky's the limit depending on your credit at the end of the day. This single transaction is what led me down the rabbit hole to look at the total credit card debt that is affecting Americans across the United States. So let's take a look at this chart that was created by Newsweek showing every single state and how much debt every single American is carrying per household. It's astounding. So we'll scroll down to the bottom of this article where it shows the credit card debt by US region. There's a whole little hyper map. As you can see, the Northeast is drowning in credit card debt. This is crazy. As we hover across all of these, more than 75% of these people in these states are in credit card debt. That's pretty crazy. But the South isn't so bad, but I'm like, what do you mean it's not so bad? It's still 63% of the people in that state are carrying some form of credit card debt. And the farther you move west, you can see that these states are hyper orange also. They're not as brown as the other ones, but like California, Texas, Nevada, all of these over 68%. That is really high. It's the percentage with credit card debt is 68%. Now, Florida at the very bottom is not so bad at 63% also, but that's 68 versus 63 and then 75%. I mean, that's pretty crazy. So we have Alaska and Washington, D.C. are over $7,000 per person. New York, Texas, and Florida over $6,000 per person. Nevada and Maryland and California are not far behind. The average American now owes over $6,000 in credit card debt, and it's getting worse. If you don't take action now, you will be trapped for life. Here's the part that they don't want you to know about. Banks want you to stay in debt. And this is exactly why these banks will do the dirtiest things to you while you're in debt. They will raise the interest rates even when they know you are struggling. They will lower your credit limits to keep you borrowing and needing more. And my favorite, they make minimum payments seem normal. But at the end of the day, it's a trap. I want to give a special shout out to all my beasters out there that are working hard to fix their credit using Dispute Beast, the most advanced AI credit repair software ever created. And specifically to Wesley, Wesley's credit score went up over 226 points after just 2 rounds with Dispute Beast. And also Marcus's credit score went up 337 points after just 2 rounds with Dispute Beast. And let's not forget Richard's credit score went up 446 points after just 1 round with Dispute Beast. Dispute Beast is going to be pinned at the very top of the comments and in the video description for anybody that needs to fix their credit. Last part's the most important. Listen, we can talk about how debt is a trap and how credit cards are bad all day long, but at the end of the day, you need to know exactly how to get out of debt. And that's why I created the simplest, easiest 5-step strategy to get out of debt that anyone can use. Now let's start at number 1, but you do not want to miss number 5 because it is one of the most crucial and most important that a lot of people never want to talk about. The number 1 method is to attack high interest first. This is called the debt avalanche method. So basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna look at all your credit cards, write them down on a piece of paper by the interest rate. So whichever one is the highest, you're gonna put that at the very top of the list. Now you're going to throw as much as you possibly can to the high interest item first while you're making the minimum payments on all the others, because you want to attack that one and get it out of the way as fast as you possibly can. We need to focus on paying off the high interest debt first, because this is going to be the most effective way to stopping the banks from robbing you with insane interest rates. Number 2 kind of contradicts number 1, but it's still very effective. You need to stop making the minimum payments. Make them on all of the other lower interest cards. Remember, we just talked about that. But attack the biggest one with the highest interest rate first, because we need to get that out of the way, because that's what's eating up the majority of your money. Because banks trick you into making the minimum payment so they can continue to charge you interest for years. Pay attention to your credit card statement and look at where it says minimum balance due or minimum amount due. They make that super big instead of showing you pay off this full balance right here. They're not showing you that. They're showing you what your minimum payment has to be so you can make that payment and keep paying them interest fees. Number 3 is a big one that nobody ever does. Call your bank. Pick up the phone and call your bank and ask them to lower your interest rate. I'm gonna tell you right now, don't call them and be super mean or super rude. Be the nicest person you've ever been, especially if you've had a long-term relationship with that credit card company. You've always been paying on time. This is your opportunity to use your relationship to your advantage. Call them, be super nice on the phone, ask to speak to a supervisor, because the normal representative is not gonna be able to make these changes. The supervisor is who's gonna be able to make those changes, and just tell them simply, listen, I've been a loyal customer of this credit card company, and I really like the credit card, but the interest rates are really high. Could you please help me by lowering the interest rate? Simply asking, you're never gonna know if you don't ask. A lot of people just have no clue that you could just simply pick up the phone and ask them to lower your interest rate, and a lot of banks will in fact do it. Now, of course, there's gonna be someone gonna say, yeah, sorry, we can't do that. And that's why you escalate it to a supervisor or someone bigger than a supervisor. Don't quit, keep pushing forward to try to get to the right person. But again, be super kind and super nice, because it's gonna get you much farther. Number 4 is a big one. Get a 0% interest rate balance transfer credit card. Now, the terms are gonna vary from bank to bank. Now, you wanna look for something that's a minimum of 12 months, 15 months, or 24 months. A lot of credit card companies are not offering 24 months anymore. There's very few of them. I think there's some Citibanks and maybe some US Bank credit cards. I don't promote US Bank in any way, shape, or form because they got caught up in a lot of mess. And they are, in fact, harder to get approved, because someone that's trying to transfer a balance, generally your credit score is going to be much lower because you're carrying massive credit card debt. Now, one of my favorite balance transfer credit cards that I've been talking about for a long time is going to be the American Express Blue Cash Everyday Credit Card, because this is an entry level at a 660 FICO Bank Card Score 8. Okay, remember, a 660 FICO Bank Card Score 8 is entry level for this credit card. You're going to be looking at a 0% APR offer for 15 months, and the credit card has no annual fee. It's basically a free credit card to keep in your wallet. Now, also be aware, any balance transfer credit card is going to have its caveats. Now, you want to also look at options at credit unions. Credit unions also have really good balance transfer credit cards. So if you already have an established relationship with a credit union, you may have a higher chance of getting approved with credit card debt to get that balance transfer credit card with the credit union. But also be aware, one of the biggest caveats with any balance transfer credit card is going to be, can you transfer from a Citibank credit card to an American Express? Can I transfer an American Express balance to a credit union? Ask the credit card company, the bank, the credit union first before you apply for that balance transfer credit card. Because I don't want you to get another credit card for no apparent reason, then you can't transfer the balance, and then you're in a worse situation because now you knock down your score just slightly. It's not a lot. But also be aware, with American Express, there is no hard inquiry to see if you are approved. But if you accept the credit card offer with American Express, there is a hard inquiry after you accept it. The moment you've been waiting for. Number 5, this is the biggest one of all. If you are in credit card debt, if you feel that you can't get out, you need to cut up your credit cards. I'm gonna say it right right now. Cut them up, toss them in the trash, slice them and dice them as much as you possibly can. Put your credit card inside of a cup, fill it with water, put it in your freezer so you never touch it ever again. And I'm being so serious about putting it in the freezer in a block of ice because this seriously works. And don't try to go around it and then put it on your phone on your Apple Pay. Don't do it because I know you will. I know this sounds crazy, but I've been using it with my clients that just could not manage their money properly and they continue to get themselves in debt. Some people just don't need credit cards. Credit cards are not here to save you. They're not going to be your savior to help you get more money or get your life on track. If you cannot manage these credit cards, you have no business keeping them in your wallet. That's just the honest truth. Nobody else is going to tell you that, but you have to get your finances in track. If your finances are not in line, it doesn't matter how good your credit is. It doesn't matter how many credit cards you have. You're just going to continue the debt cycle and never get out of debt for the rest of your life. So I hope you enjoyed this video. We gave you another big one about this massive growing problem with credit card debt in America. Now make sure that you watch this next video because it is about all of the changes that are going to be happening with your credit reports and scores in 2025. And if you felt that I brought you some value in this video, make sure that you don't forget and subscribe to increase your credit score.